Hello Sunday people, I hope you're well. Thanks for being here for another Sunday sit down at Friendship Shaving. I'm going to start this Sunday's video with a giveaway. It comes in this box and it's nice and easy for me to just wrap it up and post that out to you. I'll send it anywhere, and what I've got is a shaving bowl. It's one that I've purchased and used on the channel, and I don't use it anymore. It's been sat in the cupboard for quite a while and I thought I would give it away. So here it is. It comes in two parts, as you can see, and on this part you can see there is space for your shaving brush and your razor to hang. Plenty of room in there for building a good lather, and your soap can sit in the bottom here. I actually quite like building a lather in this one, so it is a very versatile bowl. I would say that I've popped my razor in here once or twice, and the little overhang of the razor blade has just nicked the edge in a few places. It's nothing really to bother about, but if it did bother you, you could just take a little bit of very fine sandpaper and sand that out. It wouldn't be an issue. So I hope that will be useful to somebody, and if you would like that, please just say I'm in the comments, and in a couple of weeks when I do another Sunday sit down, I'll announce the winner and get that off to you. So I hope that will be acceptable and useful to somebody out there. Now I've got a project. Let me show you my project. I've already got a single ring from 1916 in a case, and thankfully the case is not much like this one. This was incredibly cheap. The reason it was so cheap is because it is in absolutely shocking condition. Now you can see that the leather is very, very thin, and I'm looking for some leather offcuts that are that thin in order to cover it with. I was thinking about using a PVC, but because I know I can get it in the same pattern, but I don't know about that. I will try and get some leather. We shall see how it goes. But on the inside, you can see that part is in pretty good condition. Made in the USA, known the world over. Now I need to take that out, so that will be a big test, because presumably that's glued in. Maybe you can see on, I don't think you can, but on the edge of the case here there's a hole, and that is where the leather flap sits. It's sewn in underneath this purple fabric, and it comes through the hole and has the popper on to seal the case. So somehow I've got to take that out, cover everything in leather, put it all back together. Now, the one thing I wanted to ask, you can see the remnants of the old leather strap on there, but this popper is the original popper. It's in nice condition. I wondered if you knew how to take that popper apart and put it back together again with a piece of leather in between it, because I will need to do that to use that popper on a new leather strap. So that is that's the thing I'm pondering at the moment. I actually bought this because my original case lacked one of these blade banks. So now I've got a full set in my other set, but of course if I manage to restore this, I'll be one missing in here as well, and the hunt will continue. The Bottom of the case is in no better condition, to be honest. It's absolutely filthy, and but I think once I get that dirt out, the felty type fabric might not be too bad. It's mostly around here that they sort of damages to the leather. Anyway, you can see that it is quite a tarnished razor. I have polished the top with a bit of silver wadding, and it's come up very nicely. Sometimes you can't tell how the head cap is going to come up, because although the silver tarnishes, if it's been rubbed down to brass, brass also tarnishes. But the silver tarnish has a particular look. It's almost a black. But this will come up very nicely, I think, the rest of the razor. So that is my little project that will keep me occupied over the next few months. I'm in no hurry to finish that, but I would like to get it right and see if I can make something of that. And then, of course, if I manage to do that, I'll be able to give it away on the channel at some point. Now, on Monday, it's my birthday. I'm very old. Now, I've got a bag. Let me just move some of this stuff. I've got a bag from my sister. Oop. And I'm not going to open that until Monday. But if I peer in the top, I can see that there is some Proraso green in there. And if I reach in the bag, and I've not looked at this, and nor am I going to today, there's a pot of shaving soap. So I just don't know what that is. Very looking forward very much to Monday, and I'll see my sister. She'll be round. Now, I'd like to say thank you to Oliver in Germany and Neil over here in the UK, who have both sent me gifts for my birthday. Now, let me show you this sample size from Meissner Tremonia. This is a dark limes shaving sample. The pot is a fantastic size. It is 30mm. Look at that size. Now, if soap makers made their samples in pots that size, I would just buy samples all the time. Full to the brim, chock-a-block. And this one really is a beautiful, sweet lime scent. Very nice. I've got a couple of others. I've got a Moroccan Brazil and one called Exotic Elemi. Now, this is a very strange one. I don't know if you have got this or if you've used this, but I haven't. But the dominant smell on that is pepper. So I bet it's very warming to use, but it's an entirely strange smell. So I look forward to using that to see if that changes throughout the shave. I don't really know what Elemi is, but I know there is Elemis, isn't it? A shaving sort of scent. Anyway, I've also got a packet of coffee from Germany. It's sealed, but it's wrapped up in cling wrap. I've unwrapped it. That smells very strongly of coffee. So I think if it was posted unwrapped, the sniffer dogs at the airport would have smelled the coffee, and perhaps they would have thought the coffee was there to disguise an illicit substance. But thankfully, it's just a bag of coffee, and I haven't had drug squad at the door. Thank you very much, Oliver. I'm really looking forward to using the coffee. The last one was beautiful. And also Neil has sent me some samples and a spare pot of El Barbaro soap. This is my El Barbaro. It was bought for me by my friend Billy on his holidays. I love this. But you know, I've had it a year. I've only used it about 6 times, if that. Because I enjoyed the scent so much, I didn't want to use it up. I mentioned that in a video. And Neil has very kindly sent me a spare pot. So I'm going to go El Barbaro mad from now on. And I'll be using El Barbaro in my next shaving video. Now this one is a different base. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It smells slightly differently. It smells a richer, deeper scent. It's really, really good. So I've also got a matching balm, and this stuff, I don't know if you've ever used this. It's fantastic. I've been using such a tiny, tiny amount. It spreads really easily. I find it to be quite strong, but that dies down a little bit quite quickly. And of course I have sensory processing difficulties, so it does smell strong for me. For you normal people out there, I'm sure it's absolutely fine. But what a beautiful product. I've been really enjoying this. I've had a shower this morning. Now I had a shave yesterday about 5 o'clock in the evening. And I can still feel that my skin feels fantastic. Didn't use any skin products today, so that's really good. So altogether, I've been having a good pre-birthday, and I'm looking forward to opening the box down there to see what my sister Penny has got me. That is my lot for now. Just a very quick video. Actually, it isn't my lot. I nearly forgot then. I wanted to offer a little bit of advice. I'll put a couple of links in to Mr. Razor and to the Razor Emporium website. Now what's brought this about is I've been looking on eBay and I noticed a vintage Gillette new set. New old stock. Now to be fair, the case was in immaculate condition, but I noticed that it had the wrong razor inside the case, and not only that, it had the wrong blade bank. It had one of these blade banks that I've just shown you, one of these black ones, which was pre the Gillette New, pre 1930 when the Gillette New came in. Was it 1930 or 1929? I think 1930. So it's got a good case, the wrong razor, and the wrong blade bank, and not one thing matched with anything else. And it was very expensive because it was advertised as new old stock, over £100. So when you see something like that, it's always worth checking with. Mr. Razor is the one I go to first of all, because he has pictures of just about every razor and case that there is. Not all of them, but a good many of them. And you can see the case and you can see what razor and what blade bank should go with that case. It's also worth looking at the advertisements. He has a page of some advertisements, and that's the reason why I've included the link to Razor Emporium, because there are advertisements on Matt's site as well. It's well worth just double checking if you're going to buy something. It can save you a lot of money, and you might think you've got something fabulous and it's entirely wrong. So just please be aware of that. Now I've been looking for a particular Gillette Goodwill, and I'm on a shaving forum called the Shave Den. There are others that are equally good, but there are shaving enthusiasts on the forum, and I've got the opportunity to buy the Gillette Goodwill that I've been looking for for $40. That's about £30. Now I've noticed that on eBay they can go for £75 and above, not always in great condition. So, you know, the gentlemen on these forums are usually shaving enthusiasts that are not looking to make a shed full of money out of you, and it's well worth, you know, being on a forum if you're looking for something new for your den. I would really recommend going down that route. So there we are. That's my Sunday sit down for today. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very shortly for the usual Friday shave. All the best to you. Ta-da now.